Hey everyone, Gruzky here. Looking at my Des Moines here and all of its beauty, and I wanted to show people a little bit of what I kind of mean by open water Des Moines. This is a little less open water than I typically do, but I think it gets the point across that kind of island hop. I never really sit in one spot, the stereotypical Des Moines sitting behind one island, just lobbing shells over it. Doesn't really work out too well. Either you lose targets or the enemy knows where you're at and they move to counter you. So I like to keep it mobile. Tears of the Desert is known for not being too cruiser friendly of a map, especially for a ship like Des Moines. Since they reworked it, it is a lot better, and I actually don't mind it. I like the map, especially at times. It can be pretty rough when you don't have a great team, but overall, I think it's become a good map, at least in my opinion. I don't hate seeing it whenever it comes up. And I should also mention, sorry for my voice is a little weird. I just had surgery, nasal surgery, so it sounds like I have a terrible cold. It's just because I can't breathe and all my sinuses are clogged. So everything's great, right? um, so yeah, you can see here though. I start running towards these islands over to the uh, east of the map, and what I like to do is just kind of like I said, just ride along them, hide behind them, and move along. And as enemies come up. So I'm running the Des Moines with the legendary module and the acceleration upgrade as well. So this thing has ridiculous acceleration. Actually, haven't timed it yet, but it seems like it's faster than the Minotaur's acceleration. This thing, this legendary upgrade, I think is totally worth it and really helps, in my opinion. It also gives you a 20% boost to your rudder shift, which is what the normal rudder shift module does. Not the one that takes over your concealment slot, but the one that you choose acceleration or rudder typically. That one is no longer mandatory. I tested this one out with this double acceleration, and I loved it. Especially as a destroyer hunter, I'm able to move in and out of places, jump in behind an island or move out of the way if I notice I'm attracted to too much attention. And also great for dodging torpedoes when you get really close to a destroyer. They think, you're Des Moines. Des Moines is really slow accelerating, so they think, oh, hey, I could just aim him right here. He's not going to get away, and boom, you're already gone before the torpedoes get even close to you. So I'm really appreciating it. But it's not going to be for everyone, and I know that. So if any of you are close to it or have it, test it out, see if you like it. You do have to give up either reload upgrade or range upgrade. I think it's worth it. Some people don't agree with me, and that's fine. I see exactly why they would say that. But I'm a big fan of it, and it suits my playstyle pretty well. So you can see right here, I don't start off just by hiding behind an island, even though I easily could. I like to use my mobility to my advantage to get better angles and actually take some attention a little bit. A lot of people see Des Moines, they think, oh, hey, let's just shoot at it. And right now, I'm not actually an easy target. I can easily just hit the W key and move behind that island towards that Minotaur, or I could just easily go dark right now, and no one is really going to be able to stop me as I do right now. So controlling the engagements, that I can pick what I want to choose, what fight I want to be in, and that really helps me. I feel I can dictate the battle before it even starts, and that's my favorite thing about this upgrade. That's also one of the downsides too, is if you try to get out of position too quick, you can miss a great opportunity like I did on that Minotaur. So you really have to watch it. It's a blessing and a curse. You could easily go ahead of that island, or pop out behind an island where you're no longer safe now, and find yourself in a lot of trouble. And it does, I should say, it does reduce your radar duration. So that is a huge trade-off. That's not something to be taken lightly and just ignore either. That's, radar time, especially in like clan battles or even ranked, is really important. I don't know that I'll be running this during clan battles or not. It's hard to say. Answer is probably not, because radar is just too important of a utility. But I guess it depends on our team's overall strategy and what we want to do with the Des Moines, if we pick a Des Moines even. So moving around, I notice a lot of their team is stuck up towards the south behind those islands, and they have two destroyers that are relatively unprotected. I have a friendly Akazuki and another Des Moines pushing in that way. We can easily go bully these guys out at B, and their whole team is just punched up, and they can't really do a whole lot. I can try to position myself where they can't really hit me outside of those islands, and, you know, I'm pretty good then. See, the DDs are close, I'm spotted. I really want to shoot that Des Moines, but it doesn't look like I can get my shells across and actually do damage. That's another thing of how I play the Des Moines is unless something's really close to me and giving me a flat broadside, I really don't choose AP that often. In fact, that shot I got on the Minotaur, I only took because it was a Minotaur, where I got 3 Citadels, just because normally that won't always work. I think I'm going to try to pull it off again, but I realize the teammate's probably going to get him first. You know, that Minotaur, maybe not. So I'm going to, you know, just try to go for it. You really don't want to ship like that just alive. So I shoot. Oh, there you go. I hold off. I thought I shot. Oh, maybe I can get this Cleveland. Typically, though, this is right on the edge of where I would start using AP. You would generally start using it at about 10 kilometers. And, you know, 10.2 is really close. I figured, why not? I'll try to see what I could get out of it. Overall, it's really not bad. Typically, I would use HE, especially on a battleship or something like that. Close-in AP can be really effective, though. So you can see what I'm doing with this open water, though. Instead of just sitting behind one island or even playing it as a Zao, or, you know what, a Japanese cruiser, German cruiser, I'm trying to be mobile, and right now I realize I'm going to get myself in trouble. This Montana is really close to me. If he wants to, he could turn his guns and do a lot of damage to me, and possibly even just delete me, and that wouldn't be very fun. It wouldn't be a very good game now, would it? So I try to get out of there as fast as I can, while I'm still able to take a couple pot shots. AP is even kind of questionable there with the angle he's given me, but you know, why not give it a try? Typically that's actually a really bad idea, and I wouldn't really recommend doing that again. Like, I guess I shouldn't say it's a bad idea, but it's not optimal. Right here, though, this guy makes a mistake, goes broadside right in front of me. Don't know if he just thought I wouldn't pay attention or what, but takes a lot of damage for that. And I realize I can't finish him off. I just want a teammate to kill him because, you know, like any game, you just want the enemy team to die. And, you know, it's hard seeing a ship, you know, disappear with 1,000 health left and then come back with 30,000 health or whatever it may be. Just having that ship able to run off and heal is, you know, a big impact later on. Especially if we lose some of our battleships, or if, you know, it's a point he can hide behind an island and, you know, just farm fires on our battleships and whatnot. It's not something you just want to let go without a fight. So this is where I kind of mean by like the island hopping. You can see I started off towards the southeast. Now I've moved more towards the center, and now I'm moving a little bit more south, and I move a lot more in this game. And you know, I probably could have parked up, stayed kind of where our Republic and Kurfürst that are in my division are, stayed around them, and done probably pretty well. I don't think I would have been as effective. I got some great shots in the Des Moines. I scared out their destroyers. Well, I helped scare out their destroyers. I didn't do much against that personally. But I, you know, was there, and a destroyer seeing a Des Moines is a scary thing. And here is where you do want to switch to AP. Broadside battleship, 7 kilometers away. You could do pretty good damage in the Des Moines against that. Especially, I'm aiming a little bit too low there. I think I corrected it now. But the Montana is turning out, so now it's not really that great of a target anymore. So HE would have been really good there. And what I just did there, you saw the camera shift a little bit around the island. If you, when you're zoomed in, if you tap the letter C as in Charlie, you can switch the view of your guns, which can really help you out. And you can, adjust your view to get a better angle on a ship so you can time your shots better. That Montana is gonna hurt. I can see it coming. Ooh, no, I get lucky. It's been a while since I actually played this game. I did this before my surgery, and I'm recording this like a week later almost. So I forget everything that happened. I thought I got chunked there. But again, I break my own rule of trying to use AP only at 10 kilometers. Typically, that's a great rule. If there's a broadside Moscow, you can kind of switch if it's at 12. 12 is actually kind of pushing it. I got really lucky there. But I guess the main point of it is switch to use HE unless there's really a dead-on broadside target. You don't want to be doing that at max range, really, unless it's a really lightly armored target, say a Minotaur. Now, there you go. That's what the Montana did to me. I remember that. Oh, Moscow's down. So I just try to get into a position where I can just light some fires on this Musashi. There's a Fletcher and Yamato over there, so that Musashi should lose, but I want to guarantee that that Musashi isn't going to win. I want to make sure that that Musashi is going to take a good amount of damage to do that. That way, guarantees the win for our Yamato. And, not to shame that Yamato, but he's pretty far off the map. Don't know how he got there. Maybe he's there for a good reason. I don't actually really know, but it's not a position I would be in or would really recommend somebody to be in. And I really want to thank this Akazuki, Sergeant Darkfist. He provided a few smokes this game, and I thought overall did pretty well to help us win this game. So, thank you. Ooh, and there I am, not paying attention, slamming into my Des Moines. To be fair, though, that was not a great spot for him to park in, but I should be more aware either way. So right now I have a choice. I see they captured A and the Hergumo is at A, or I can go and capture C, but they have a Musashi and a Chungmu. Likely I'm not going to do too well in a 1v1 versus Chungmu, but we do have that Yamato and that Fletcher sitting over there. I could go help them, but to be honest, they probably got that on lock. They don't really need me. There's a Des Moines, a Montana, and a Lion over here. I'm better off going to help them because that Musashi isn't going to live long. I can, help get a few shots on it, and that Chungmu can go and capture C. They don't really need me there. Sorry, the Fletcher can go and capture C. Basically the same ship, though. And, I'm not really fully needed there. I should move around to go and help at A, get rid of that Haragumo. Oh, that's where I got Chungmu from. They have an enemy Chungmu at C. There's the Haragumo. As you can kind of see, most of the game, I didn't really stop moving a whole lot for very long if I did stop moving. It's, open water to an extent where I move around where the enemy's not going to really have optimal angles on me. It does take a while to kind of learn. I've really sucked at it for the longest time. My stats in the Des Moines really suffered for a few hundred battles, it seemed. I just couldn't get it down. I couldn't get the ship down. It took a long time, and I finally started playing around with some builds. I recommend, I tried out the Chad Des Moines build. I can't say I recommend it for everybody, but it was fun. For those of you who don't know, it's where you kind of just focus on the strengths of Des Moines being damage dealing and sort of selfish gameplay. It actually helped me win games, though. What I mean by selfish gameplay is dealing damage and, taking Hydro instead of AA to won't really help your team as much, and I take Survivability Expert, get a little bit extra of health, which I find useful, and spoiler alert, this game, it becomes very useful later on. It seems like this game's done in one, and we don't really have to do much, but it can actually kill a few of us, get some caps, and win, so just because the game seems like it's over with doesn't actually mean it's over with. We still have to do some stuff to try to win it and stay alive, which I'm looking like I'm struggling to do right now. I could be doing better in that area right now. So as you can see, I saw that Des Moines there. I figure he's going to be coming around. I'm going to be forced to 1v1 there soon.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
The other thing about the Chad Des Moines build is you kind of ignore Hey because there isn't much of a meta there for, carriers aren't in every single game, so you kind of ignore it and hope you don't get a carrier. Again, not something I really recommend to people, but it is a fun build to try, but the carrier rework coming up, and CV's becoming a little bit more popular. I can't say that I'll keep using it forever. Right now I'm enjoying it while it's there, and it's still kind of useful. Other than that, it's kind of a meme, but fun and seems to help my particular style. So right here, I have the health advantage. Thank you, Survivability Expert. Can't say it's useless. But I do have, we have equal DPM, it seems. I don't believe that's a reload mod, Des Moines. Trying to take out some of his turrets. Really, I should just be using HE in a fight like this. I could just win if I just use HE. Me switching actually is kind of a bad choice. And then I get helped by Yamato. And I was playing Division, and MS was screaming at me not to move forward the whole time, and I didn't realize that lion was there. Well, I was a bit frustrated until I realized why he was yelling at me. Yeah, I should have listened. But, praise RNGesus, I'm alive with 13 health, and you cannot say Survivability Expert is just a meme. Kinda is, but it definitely improved in this specific scenario, so yay me, right? In my weird choices. And, the acceleration helps you move around. That's what I really like doing, but as you saw, me just hitting the W key, not paying attention, and stopping pretty quick, though. I was still in motion, and you can't just stop instantly from that. So I, almost paid for it. I really just got lucky. There's no reason why I should be alive. But yeah, thanks for watching. It's just a little bit example of what I mean by open water Des Moines. Strategically hiding behind islands and moving around. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys like. Have a great day. Bye.